Welcome to the Uncut Chronicles. I'm Crystal.
I'm Andy.
And we are coming to you with information and topics every day, such as
culture, trending topics, shit your mammy probably don't need to hear.
So come on in with us so we can share more with you about our day. Hey everybody, I'm Crystal.
I'm Andy.
And we are here at Uncut Chronicles.
You know, this just shit your mammy can't hear.
We always saying it. All right, what we talking about today?
Oh, man. Sexyy Red, you. Oh, sexy red.
Fine. All right, here we go. Go ahead and talk to us about your little friend.
Don't do me. Okay, look. At first, I was appalled by Sexyy Red. Okay? I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not gonna sit over here. Then I was very impressed by Sexyy Red because she a different kind of bitch, okay? And I said, for you to kind of be in your Sukihana era and make it that big, kudos to you, bitch. I can't knock the hustle. Then as time went on and I said, Sexy, be fucking for real. Like, it's getting embarrassing. Which brings me to the thought, and I think I asked this before, and I said, do we not like Sexyy Red because we think she's like a quote-unquote industry plant, a black woman character, and we're not feeling that? Or do we not like Sexyy Red because Sexyy Red is that ghetto-ass, ratchet-ass cousin on your mama or daddy side that y'all cannot take anywhere? She is the stereotypical fucking PJ's ass bitch, and she has a platform, and now we are seeing the cousin that we don't like to talk about plastered all over the place.
That part, all the above, please. Listen. Oh my God. Okay, all right. So my thing is, I understand that, as we're young, we have fun. We still having fun. And so we're going to say and do some things that maybe, people of a mature group don't prefer. But this isn't even just fun. This is like red Solo cup, backyard lawn furniture, bought the whole, smoking all the meat on the grill, EBT, it's free, swap your EBT. Like, it's such the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of somebody's bottom. No. I give it to her for owning her sexuality, but the way in which she does it is so trashy to me. Okay. I feel like even Sukihana is a step above Sexyy Red.
Woo!
Honestly.
Whoa! That's a lot.
And I'm going to be real. There's a tablespoon of Suki that I like. Because Suki is fun, she owns it, she's confident, but she levels up and she has a depth to which she doesn't go. Mm-hmm. She might do it in her personal life, but she doesn't make it a part of the performance of her character that she portrays.
Okay.
She does, on a scale from 1 to 10, oh, she does it, but she's not a level 10 with it. She just does hood stuff to get hood people approval, but Suki still has a limit. It's like, she still is going to eat off. Okay. You know how there's paper plates? And there's those ones that got like the ribs on the side. They super thin. They serve you a single slice of cheap pizza on it. Mm-hmm. And they have the China ones, the Chinette ones, I think that's the brand. The heavy duty, the hefty, thicker picker-upper. They hold the maximum amount of weight for your food on a plate. If those two both had to be paper plates, Suki is going to be the hefty or the Chinette paper plate, the nice one.
So why do you think that
Sexyy Red is the rib one, the cheap one with the oil, the pizza oil drip through the bottom?
But why? But okay.
She is.
They're both paper plates.
Yep.
They both get used the same way.
Yep. You want your food on the floor now, because Sexyy Red gonna give it to you on the floor. No socks, dirty floor, lint on the bottom, feet black when she done from the dirt. Like, she gonna do it with no shoes on. Like, she gonna MJ on top of him with no shoes on the dirty floor. Humping with a mattress, sis, no bed.
But why does Suki, I feel like Suki should be Sexyy Red level, and she's not.
Okay.
And I don't understand that because I feel like they're two sides of the same coin. And I feel like Suki probably could do a lot more. Suki has the brain, should I say.
Yes, the foresight, the brain.
Yes.
But that's because Sexyy Red ain't she's not the real one. Sexyy Red, first of all, people say she's an industry plant. Do you blame them for thinking that?
No. Not at all.
Because like you said, why isn't Suki to the level that Sexyy Red gets publicity on? Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense. When Suki is a better version of it and knows how to like guide it into different things, where Sexyy Red's like a one trick pony. I mean, you can always sing about the brownness of your orifices and get you only so far. Like, okay, we heard all of it. Like, there's nothing else you could say that could blow that away for the rest of your life unless you do a rebirth. But I feel like Sexyy Red, she definitely has to be a plant because it doesn't even make sense.
Do you think that her Sexyy Red's authenticity, because she doesn't really change who she is what draws in her audience? Or do you think it's just the shock factor of her being ghetto as fuck and not giving a flying fuck and just doing and saying all these shocking things is what draws in the crowd? Because I'm honestly still trying to figure out what is the it factor about Sexyy Red?
Nothing.
What is it?
I can't think of one single thing that's making this like something we all should watch.
Me neither.
I've looked at it time and time again. I'm open. Listen, I'm originally from the South. So like hood rappers, Southern rap, like I've seen it all. And I can't for the life of me. I mean, she's like, when there was no cable and you had those late night hip hop shows that would come on Access TV before BET Uncut. Like if you couldn't get cable, you couldn't see BET Uncut. So like there might be cities that had like these little low budget Access TV shows on regular channels. To me, she's like the person that raps on there. And you like, okay, you got 5 of your homegirls dancing in the background.
She gives me Ice Spice vibes. Like Ice Spice is just,
but cheaper.
Yeah,
cheaper.
And you just had a fire ass marketing team.
Yes,
and that's all I can give her. Really,
Ice Spice gives me meh, like average meh. Like
she's just nice to look at.
Hot is she? Because it's not that cute, and I have questions. Anyways,
okay, that's another topic for another day.
It looks anyway. And so the point, she's not ugly, but I mean, she's not anything to clap home about. That's all I'm trying to say. So at the end of the day, it's like, are we taking like the mediocrity of the lowest level we can find it now and glorifying it? Mm-hmm. The talent isn't even there. Listen, your image can be cheap all day and that can change with a great styling team, marketing, all money can fix that. But her lyrics are trash. The image is trash. There's no substance. She isn't talking about anything that's a value. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. I do think she's a plant. And the question is, what do you think she's gaining from being there besides money? And how do you think she's hindering the community?
And then, the counter argument about this is because a lot of people are saying, like, okay, well, if y'all hate Sexyy Red, y'all need to get rid of Young Thug. Y'all need to get rid of G Herbo. Y'all need to get rid of all these other rappers, that glorify this lifestyle. And why are we so hard on Sexyy Red, but we're not hard on, male rappers that do the same thing, essentially, just maybe marketed differently? And I'm like, okay, that's fair. But, like, I want y'all to be fucking honest. Like, when y'all heard Pound Town, what was y'all real initial thought on Pound Town? Because I definitely was like, this bitch has lost her fucking mind. When that shit went viral on fucking TikTok, I literally was like, is this who we are? I felt like Monique. Is this who we are? Booty hole brown? Coochie pink? This is who we are?
This is not who we are. This is who you're trying to tell us that we are. Because prior to all this finagling about the brownness of your body and the pinks, before all that came out, we were starting to hear some voices in the community that were speaking differently. They were speaking higher. It was more conversations on social media about spirituality, about eating right, about believing in yourself. It was going back to a lot of those pro-movement eras we've had in our country and our culture over and over again, from the 60s to the 70s. Then it bounced and hit the back of the 80s, and it was early 90s, And so we started asking questions, and all of a sudden this heifer come out? Really? To set us back 3 generations? I think the hell not. Listen, she 2 steps from a mammy dress and I'm done. Like, back then it was a mammy. Today it's a Sexyy Red. Same thing, 2 different eras. You shucking and jiving for the people. You are shitting on us as a people. This is not who we are. And that's not who you're going to tell us we're about to be. And it's just, to me, it's a setup. It benefits nobody but them. And what, she going to get a couple thousand? And where's she going to be in the next 15, 20 years? Where?
Just one of those things we see on Unsung.
Damn it. I miss Unsung too.
And that's where she gonna be.
They gonna need some new peeps. Yeah, she gonna be on there.
She gonna be on there because it's like what after like, and that's why, you know, I speak highly of Megan because she's versatile. So while she may rap about her pussy, she has the versatility where if she didn't want to rap about that no more, she could definitely swap genres of music if she wanted to.
Oh, absolutely, she could.
And
but she set it up from Jump Street that way.
Yes.
Even if you look at all her albums that she released on her own, from Jump Street, she set it up where she might have been a dancer, but she was a cold-ass dancer, and you weren't going to pigeonhole her as being what some might call a hoe. Mm-hmm. This is just what I do for a living, and I'm good at it. But this is not who I am. And she spoke with that bravado from the very humble beginnings of her initial albums. So she's always let you know that she was the baddest. Not just at that, but at anything else she touches. And that's smart. You got to have foresight. And I feel like Sexyy, although she's not to a Meg level at all, Sexyy too, if you really listen to her, how smart she is. You can only put so many miles upon that thing before it wear out. Mm-hmm. But if you think about it, Sexyy, the way she pivots business, the way she raps about this, she'll say something real crazy for y'all to get worked up about. Then she'll backdoor it and then, you know, go to a Umar conference or convention or conversation. And then she'll backdoor that and have a mental health breakdown or be telling you how hard her life was. She's constantly reminding you that she's human in her struggle while owning her sexuality. It's a smart pivot. Her rebirth is coming soon. Okay. Pay attention because the writing's on the wall. She's coming for it. And so anytime people start talking more about their person and more about life and showing you other aspects that you least expected, just like when Meg was dating, the athlete,
the soccer player,
the African athlete. Mm-hmm. She was letting y'all know, oh, you thought I had to date a rapper because you thought that's all I could get. Mm-hmm. But let me show you that I'm desired by many. She pulled an Eve on y'all and y'all was mind blown. So it just shows you this, the versatility. And Sexyy will tell you in a heartbeat with her songs, she has all kinds of people that desire her and they're not just people from the hood. And you got to believe it because look at her lifestyle. That ain't something that just one person or two people from the hood that happen to wear a gold chain could afford. This girl is doing a lot of things in a lot of different places, and it's not all just on her back or knees. And so I think that these ladies are just simply using what they have to get them indoors where they can make much bigger moves for their future, unlike Sexyy Red, who I feel can't even see what the door is.
No. And I feel like she's just like your hood cousin that hit the lottery. And she got money.
A bunch of them.
And she don't know what to do with that money, but spend it.
They gonna bust time on out of jail a couple times, and
yeah, like
you know what I'm saying, order some scampi.
You can even tell by the caliber of men she still deal with. And that sex tape blew the whole fuck out of me because I was like, Sexyy, come on, really? Him with the ankle monitor bracelet on? You let this dude play you like that and post your quote unquote sex video that you half-ass sleeping.
Now they could have had something better on, you know, Al Gore's internet. You know, Pornhub may have had like some pointers or something for him.
I mean, at least Mimi False ass was hanging off the shower rod and had a whole line of shower rods and shit. Like, come on.
Wasn't even a good marketing ploy.
Like, give me something. This shit was just nasty. It was like, I was like disgusted. Because I was like, really?
Yeah, I told you. Didn't I say in the apartment with unclean floor?
That's what it gave.
A mattress with no box spring, no bed, just on the floor. I told you, she's nasty. Like it's gutter. Sheets as curtains.
I was so embarrassed for her.
The most ghetto of the ghetto, and not the nice sheets, like the mix and match kind. You know, the kind you can still see through.
Yes, they don't make no damn difference. So you might as well take them off the fucking wall. That's what it was giving.
It's giving reused Walmart cheap towel, coochie see-through, yeast infection towel. I'm telling you, I told you, it's the cheapy, and comfortable with it. Not like, oh, I came from there, so I'm still here. No, she's comfortable there. That is her lifestyle. Yep. So everybody who is living in a struggle like that can relate to her. But the problem is, well, where y'all all going together? Looks like nowhere to me because I don't see a plan. And not because you're there, because I don't see how you're trying to leave there.
And I was like, and I'm trying to like figure her out because I'm always trying. I do sometimes try to see like, okay, where can she get out of this? This has to be a bigger plan to this than where she is now. And I'm like, I can't really see you pivoting anywhere because even during her interviews, I'm like, you really don't have no fucking substance. Like zero. Like, and I watched multiple interviews with her, and outside of her, like, you know, even being on Yachi's podcast, and she was talking about how she was raped, and they pretty much like laughed and was like, okay, we don't want to talk about that. And instead of her defending herself, or she just, and I get it, because she just kind of shut down, because it's like, if somebody mocks your trauma, what are you going to do? Right. So I kind of got that from her, but I'm like, that was an opportunity for you to kind of start pivoting somewhere. Yep. Because nobody talks about those traumas, you know, in the hood of being raped or being sexualized like that. You know, what really happens in these gangs. Like, she had, like, it was like the opportunity was right there.
Where was her publicity team?
Oh my God, it was right there. And I saw it for her. And I was like, Sexy, that is an opportunity right there for you to use your platform and talk about these matters that are happening. Now, I'm not saying every celebrity needs to be an advocate, because some of them need to shut the fuck up. Especially, and don't get me started about this Palestine, Gaza situation, and Israel. Don't get me started, because some of them just need to shut the fuck up. Yeah. All the way around. So I'm not asking you to be an advocate every time and use your platform, but in her sense, because she's so, I guess, relatable to a certain group of people whose voices don't really get heard, that was the perfect opportunity for her to pivot.
That's what I'm saying. Where your people's at?
I said, God damn it!
Because when it was Meg and she got shot in the foot and then her trauma was mocked too, she went on to talk about mental health. She went on to talk about domestic violence. She went on and built a little bit of a platform where you're going to respect me as a woman, because I'm going to stand 10 toes down, except for this one toe that got shot. 9 toes down, and y'all going to hear what I got to say, and you're going to put some respect on it. And I'm an advocate for women who get ignored. It was a pivot. You have to have the foresight in yourself. You got to be able to get a vision to your team. This chick ain't got a team, and if she do, they chewing gum on their phones and not paying attention. So, you know, the point is, I feel like that's what we're talking about, man. Like, it's just sad to see. It's so sad. And then y'all impregnated her. I don't know what's going on over there.
And I know it had to be to do with the nasty gold teeth that he ain't washed in 6 years. I know it. I know it. I know it.
Are you lying or not?
I'm disgusted.
Wait, you think it was ankle monitor, dude?
I know it was. And they was trying to spin it like, it could be Drake. Let me tell you something about Drake.
It could never.
And let me tell you something. He, as corny as Drake can be, he is not stupid.
At all.
He is not stupid. This man has went his whole career, and he's probably had some pregnancy scares, but we'll never know about. But this man has went his whole career and finally settled on a woman to have his child. He knew what kind of woman she was. Now, she probably was sucking the hell out of him, because she used to be a porn star.
Yeah,
but she's super talented. She's super smart. She knows multiple languages. Like, he knew what he was doing. He said, if I gotta have a child, that's the one. I'll be all right with that one. Why the fuck do you think Drake would piss away his legacy for I was about to call her Pissy Red. Sexy.
When it's fitting, it's fitting. When it's fitting, it's fitting.
I was like, Sexy Red. Why would he do that to his legacy? He's not. Okay, he's not. And me personally, I really want, and as a Black woman, I want better for Sexyy Red. I really do. And I see it there. But nobody around her is telling her anything different. They just want to reap the benefits of her being the ratchet it girl right now.
How far do you think this is going to go? Do you think that she'll flip it?
No. Because it's a mentality thing with her too. And I used to be like that. You're hood rich. You don't think about anything else. You don't think about longevity. You think about the right now. I got money right now to do what I want to do when I want to do it. You don't have that mentality to think beyond that. And nobody's telling this girl you can have more than what you're settling for. No. I honestly, I give her another 2-3 years and she's done. And that's being nice.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and that's all I'm giving her. Because after a while, the hype's going to wear off. Because, okay, it's going to be another Sexyy Red to come out of the blue.
I don't know if we're signing up for more of the Sexyy Red behavior.
I know I'm not, but
I don't think as a culture we really are, because the culture now really isn't like the young, ridiculous ones are, but as a whole, the industry and the culture really are not embracing this. It's the fringes that are propping it up. So, I feel like PSA announcement. Don't do this no more.
No, we can retire Sexyy Red. I hope she finds another avenue for herself and really gets out of that stereotype for her.
Sure.
But I don't foresee it for her because it's a mentality thing, and it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you can't change your mentality, it means nothing.
It's a no-go.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know we on the Uncut Chronicles. We saying stuff that your mama can't even hear. I'm Crystal.
And I'm Andy.
And we are so glad you stopped in today. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
The Uncut Chronicles is part of the Breaking Ice Building Bridges community podcast platform, brought to you by Possibilities.